still is oh, I'm lost.
Is it on mute still? It's good? Don't say anything then.
Yo, what up, Orangeville?
I don't have my guy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Orangeville. The Orangeville A's tonight are taking on the London Lightning. I have Relira Jefferson with me tonight, and now it's your first time here playing in the NBL. You've played in the D League before. I think fans out here want to know what your favorite thing is so far about playing for the A's.
My favorite thing so far is the fans. They come and support us, so I really appreciate them. That's it.
All right, Relira, you've had a immediate impact coming onto this team. Your first game you had 18 points, second game 19 points, and then in that last game 28 points, 13 rebounds. Is there ever pressure to kind of outplay yourself night after night?
No, just come and try to be consistent. And my teammates, they believe in me to go out here and play my game, and that's what I do.
All right, my last question, I'm gonna go let you warm up. Both these teams, both the Orangeville A's and the London Lightning, are 2-1 coming into this matchup. What are gonna be the main keys to pull out this victory?
We just have to play very, very hard, and we need our fans to get loud in here the whole game.
All right, good luck. For everybody here at Athlete Institute, enjoy the game, and for everybody else at home, I'm gonna send you right back up to Ryan.
Very much, Kelsey. I would like to thank everybody that is listening out in YouTube land on Ace TV. My name is Ryan Greco, and I'm going to be joined shortly by Kelsey Wright. We also have a few other people out here today that we just want to say thank you to for joining us here in this game. Most importantly, though, we have the big one right now. Two teams at 2-1 looking for top spot in the division right now. We have the London Lightning taking on the Orangeville A's here at the Athlete Institute here in Orangeville. Couple of things to look over before we go into this game. The London Lightning coming off a victory where they were over the Windsor Express, scoring 129 points. This is the leading scoring team in the league right now. And the Orangeville A's, they have quite the task in front of them. The Orangeville A's themselves just coming off of a tough 95-94 loss to the Windsor Express. very, very talented team in front of us right now. Also, Kelsey, how are you doing as you've now just joined us here in the booth? How's it going?
I could not be better, Ryan. It is so nice to be back at home, and I'm so excited to see this matchup because I'm sure, as you've told everyone, London is a great scoring team.
Oh, very much so. Once again, leading the league right now in scoring, averaging 127 points a game. One of the most impressive feats so far we've seen in this league in the NBL just to start off this young season.
So exciting. Now, Ryan, both these teams are 2-1 coming into this matchup. Obviously, working for A's TV, I got to have a little bit of hope that Orangeville pulls this out. What are they going to need to do to get this victory over a very, very skilled London Lightning team?
Absolutely. Well, there's three main factors, really, more than anything we can kind of boil this down to right now in this game. First of all, for the A's, they have to definitely protect the defensive paint. The London Lightning are actually #1 in offensive rebounds in the league so far this season, averaging just over 17 as a team, if you can believe it. That's a lot of offensive rebounds. But
that
you know,
is a lot of offensive rebounds.
Very much so. When you're looking at a team, you know, where their smallest guy is 6'2", that can be quite the problem. Another quick factor to throw your way here is, of course, they have starting point guard Junior Kadugan, one of the better point guards in the history to ever come out of Canadian basketball, really. Guy who spent a lot of time in the NBL and the NBA Summer League. He spent time also with silver medalist in the Pan Am Games with that team that had a bunch of NBA guys on it.
Starting point guard on that team,
That's right, he was. They're going to have to force him into making tough decisions. He's also leading the London Lightnings right now, averaging 5.6 assists per game. So if they can try and throw him off this game, maybe even get him in a little bit of foul trouble or just force some tough turnovers early, that will be a major factor for them moving forward. Even also trying to even spot up and get some offensive fouls off of him. He's a guy who loves to drive to the basket. That being said, also finally continue to get to the line and limit unnecessary threes. The Orangeville A's play their best when they're getting themselves to the line and playing that inside-out game, establishing the inside game first, getting to the line, forcing guys to kind of lay off, spacing out the floor, and then setting up for the nice three-point shots. When they try and force those three-point shots to play catch-up, it almost never works for them. So that's something they definitely need to limit.
Ryan, I'm going to add just one more thing to that list. Looking at their previous game, they had about 13 points, I think, in their game, where if you switch over and look at London, they have 58 bench points.
And when you see things like that, you know, you see just how well complete this team is. I mean, once again, we're talking about a team that's averaging 127 overall, and when your bench is putting together almost half of that, literally almost half of that in certain games, especially at 58 points out of 129 when they defeated the Windsor Express in their last game, that's going to create some problems for the Orangeville A's, and they're going to need to step their game up as an entire team.
Absolutely. Ryan, let's talk about
Definitely, of course, Anthony Harris is continuing his strong start to the season. Just one of those clutch kind of guys. The last time we had him here at Orangeville when they were taking on, actually it was the home opener, whenever it seemed like one of the other opponents was inching a little bit closer, Anthony Harris was able to take the ball into his own hands and get himself a couple of quick baskets for the Orangeville A's and always keep that lead almost at double digits the entire time. So when that happened, I mean, only good things have happened. Another guy to talk about, of course, is Justin Moss.
Of course.
You know,
NBL Player of the Week this week.
That's right. And
averaging 27 points. Rebounds. He's crazy so far. Windsor, and then
also playing everyone else?
Windsor.
Windsor.
I feel like they've only played Windsor so far.
Honestly, that's you might actually be right.
So 3 games in, the last guy that I want to just shout out is the guy that you just heard on the live stream down there on the court, Relir Jefferson, 18 points in his first game, 19 points in his second game. He stepped it up once again in his third game, 28 points, 13 rebounds, and he's new to the league, so I mean, he's one of those guys that isn't overly scouted so far like someone like Justin Moss.
Yeah, absolutely, and when you get a chance to get that opportunity to go out there and really leave an impact right away, and they don't have a lot of game film on you, use that to your full advantage. Keep doing what works for you. This is one of the things in basketball. Some players, they don't figure this out quickly enough. Is just keep doing what works for you until they have to make the adjustment. Then you got to make the adjustment, and then vice versa, back and forth.
All right, guys, we're going to have the national anthem now. You don't have to stand if you're at home, but we are going to, so we will be right back. All right, folks, we are minutes away now from tip-off. I think the Lady A's are going to give us a little show here, so stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Guys, welcome back to A's TV. Kelsey right here, joining me, Ryan Greco. If you're just tuning in now, the Orangeville A's are taking on the London Lightning. Both these teams are 2-1 heading into this matchup. And now, Ryan, we're going to do something a little different tonight. We have...
How different?
Just a little different. We have Riley Bryce here. He's a grade 11 student at John F. Ross in Guelph. He wants to be a sports commentator, Ryan, so he's going to take on the play-by-play for the first few possessions here. He's going to give it a go, see how he likes it, and I'm going to introduce you to him now.
What's going on, Riley?
Not much, just getting ready to commentate this game.
Getting ready to commentate. I love it. Don't worry, take your time. Big, deep breaths. We're all here. All sorts of love. So one of the traditions here, Riley, just so you understand exactly what's going on around here, is that the tradition is every single supporter, every single fan of the Orangeville A's has to stand until we score our first bucket. So when that happens, don't be surprised if you hear a giant cheer on that first shot.
Right.
And it's going to get loud.
Orangeville wins the tip. Harris bringing up the ball, hands it off to Tipping. Tipping passes it over to Harris. Harris gives it to Jefferson. Jefferson quick pass to Tipping, corner pass to Harris. Harris dribbling in the middle. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Pass it to Moss. Moss with the easy layup and misses it.
A rare miss there.
Yeah.
Rare miss there, Riley.
Here comes Colligan bringing up the ball. Pass it off to Boyd in the middle. And here's White in the middle. Bad pass, tipped by Moss. It's going to be lightning ball.
There's White, not expecting Justin Moss. Used to a physical type of game. I don't think he was ready for a ball in the face this early, though.
Here's Boyd in the corner, pass it to Williamson. He misses the layup as well.
So a couple of early easy layup misses here for both teams.
Oh, and a steal. Here's Anderson, pass it off to Colligan. Colligan pulls up, mid-range shot, just short. Here comes Harris bringing up the ball.
Now you've got two D-League guys going at each other right here.
Jefferson hits a layup, 2-0 for Orangeville. Here comes Colligan, bring it up slow. Taking his time.
That's it.
Williamson with the ball, right wing. Off to Anderson. Quick dish to Colligan, inside to White. And White gets the easy layup.
Very easy layup there for White. You can't let him get in that deep. He's going to score every time.
Yeah. Harris drives middle, loses the handle, gives it off to Bodyford. Just misses the mid-range shot.
That's the kind of shot you don't necessarily want to see taking so early, either attack the basket or get nice and set. A little bit of a fadeaway there, though no one was trying to block him.
Yeah. It's just a bad pass by Williamson. It's going to be Orangeville ball. Here comes Harris bringing up the ball. A little bit of man-to-man press coverage by Colligan. Tipping on the left wing, driving middle. Bad pass, Williamson with the steal. Anderson, sorry.
There's Tipping making the necessary foul after giving up the turnover on the inside. London making the necessary adjustments. Very necessary adjustment there of covering Justin Moss. They know just how good he is in the paint. Riley, I want to thank you very much for taking the time with us, man. And best of luck in all the future endeavors.
Riley did a great job. Again,
he's
a grade 11 student, if you're just tuning in now, who's looking to get into sports commentating. So he asked if he could get a little bit of practice here, see how he likes it. And Ryan, how was it?
I think that the only thing he needs to do is just pronounce a little bit higher, louder, but everything else was absolutely perfect. Got all the names right, got the action, called all the action that he needed to call. So, you know, best of luck to everything that he's about to endeavor in, and we hope to be working along with him in a few years.
A few years, yeah. Let's let him get through college and university first.
There you go, a few years.
All right, here's Royce White up top. The former Houston Rocket and Sacramento King gets it out to Junior Cadogan. Over to Ryan Anderson. He launches from the three. Big board by Moss.
Of course, a big board there, and Orangeville still trying to find that inside paint. Not a bad look there for
Jamison Tipping gets that answer because somebody was calling. That's a three.
And that's it, Tipping. That's where he shoots best, when he's set in that corner.
It's those new ice bottom Kobe's there. He feels the ice in his veins too. London Lightning trying to get the answer there. He can't get it. He's going to be called with a over the back foul there, so that foul goes to Julian Boyd. It's going to be Orangeville ball on the baseline.
A very easy call to make on the former Long Island University alumni. Very talented guard coming out of that conference.
Yeah, Northeast Conference Player of the Year in 2011.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on this London Lightning team, and they could be the early favorites right now for the championship. If you're looking at just the pedigree of players that they have on this roster is incredible.
Jamison Tipping pulls up for the long two. That one's good. Add 5 to his stat line.
And that's it. Tipping, as soon as you see him getting comfortable with that jump shot, getting his feet set, he's almost automatic with it.
Royce White driving right. He's so dominant with his body, just gets the lane, kind of creates his own lane there, Ryan, and puts it off the glass.
Absolutely. Nothing fancy about that there. Just a hard dribble to the basket, able to muscle off Justin Moss. Few guys can do that, but Royce White is one of them.
Moss triple team down low, goes off the glass just a little bit strong. Here's Ryan Anderson in the corner. That's good for 3.
And now you're starting to see this is a team that's averaging 48% from the three-point line in games. If you give them any type of space whatsoever, they're going to hit that.
Moss tries to pull back. There's going to be a foul called there on Ryan Anderson. London Lightning coach Julius not happy about that one, Ryan.
Yeah, Julius upset about that. He might have a bit of a case on his hands there if we look at the replay here real quickly. Yeah, it looks like they got a hand in there, but there was a bit of shoving and contact, so.
16 seconds on the shot clock. They don't need it, though. Moss goes up just short. Not the start that Justin Moss has had in the previous 3 games. Rick Bodiford over to Justin Moss. That basket won't count, and Rick Bodiford is going to be called with a charging foul, so that's his first of the game.
One of the easier calls of the night he's going to make, especially against a savvy veteran like Junior Cadogan, former Team Canada member.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in now, we mentioned pregame. He was starting point guard for the silver medaling team at the Pan Am Games for Canada. So very impressive. And, you know, he got to play in front of his hometown crowd here in Toronto, so that's always nice.
Absolutely. A very well-traveled player, Marquette University former alumni there.
Royce White. Great pass there into Anderson, or into Williamson, excuse me. He puts that one in on the second attempt.
And that's going back to what we were talking about, the ability of the offensive rebounding of this team, averaging 17 a game. Number 1 in the league. Another example of it right there, as the London Lightning now have an 11-7 lead here with 7:40 to go in the first quarter.
There's no call there for anybody who's watching at home. The shot clock just didn't start. So it's at 23 right now, but I'm assuming the refs are going to bring it down. There we go. It's at 17 now, so just a little mishap with the clock. No foul, no travel. It's going to stay Orangeville ball. Harris looking to start something. 13 seconds now on the shot clock. Moss squares up, gets it over to Jefferson, who chucks one up from the 3, and he gets the foul.
A great calm shot there.
That foul, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying catching a little bit of contact, following through, the importance of just following through, no matter how close your defender is to you.
That foul goes to Royce White, and now in for the Orangeville A's. Moss is going to take a quick seat, try to get that fire that it usually has, try and find something there on the bench. In for him is Daniel Tulek, the York University grad. Tulek, he's a Mississauga native, one of the most talented guys, Canadian guys out there. I mean, he did miss a few seasons due to injury, but he's back and at it, and a great asset for this Orangeville A's team.
Absolutely.
Great deflection there, just as we were talking. You got that steal right from Royce White. And on the other end, there's another steal there by Julian Boyd. Another foul for Jamison Tipping. That's 2 hard fouls so far, but I guess in his mind, you'd rather get the foul and put him to the line than get the easy dunk on you as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, of course, and the other thing to remember about that is going in and approaching that, not necessarily a hard foul, but of course when you're looking at the speed in which...
And it's a big guy,
yeah.
So he falls harder. And now in for Jamison Tipping, because that is 2 fouls for him, is Enrico Delaretto. He is the Windsor University grad. So now we have 2 CIS players on the court for Orangeville, and 2 very, very great CIS players. And Delaretto is the Windsor University's all-time leading scorer. I know we mentioned that in the previous game, but I'm going to say that every game, because that is impressive.
Absolutely, and you also add in the fact, he's also got some overseas experience, played a little bit in Italy, the All in Sports Summer League out there, averaging 13.5 points per game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists a game. You know, he gets himself involved, and you know, it's good to have a consistent veteran savvy scorer coming off the bench like that.
Here's Harris now, gets it over to Jefferson. Jefferson pulls up beyond the arc. That one is no good. Tulloch with the rebound, gets it back out to Bodiford. Bodiford's gonna be called with the traveling violation.
Looks like there's a little bit of shuffling of feet down in the paint there, Kelsey.
Yeah, I think he was expecting more or less body contact than he had. It kind of threw him off a little bit of an extra step. The ball is in the hands of Royce White. Big block there by Rick Bodiford, and now Rico Delaretto's bringing it up, gets it over to Harris. Harris pulls up from deep. That one's no good. Tulloch with another rebound out to Bodiford. 3 balls, no good. There's a big rebound by Anderson, and Tulloch's going to be called with the foul. The refs are not letting anything go this game, Ryan.
No, not at all. Every little reach in you see, there's going to be a call early. Referees establishing the whistle early on. This is something that's not new in the NBL. As you know, as the years have gone on, this has been a league that's been made it absolutely imperative that they, you know, crack down on any kind of rough, unnecessary play that they're seeing. And sometimes it slows it down a little bit, but right now I don't think we'll have to worry about that with these 2 high offensive teams.
Anderson from Brampton almost. That one does not fall. In for the London Lightning is Anthony Criswell. Goes by Tony, I hear. We're friends now. Delaretto picks up his dribble, gets it to Bodiford. He chucks from 3. He's already going back on D. He felt that one, and it looked good. Just a little bit of shooter's roll.
That's the 3rd shot there for Rick Bodiford that's been a little bit strong. We'll see if he can make the adjustment now. Next chance he gets the
Great
ball.
defense there by Jefferson with the steal, the in and out on Julian Boyd. He finally gets it there to Harris. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Harris tries to get it into Tulloch. It's tipped away and then saved by the London Lightning. Ryan Anderson and Garrett Williamson with the slam.
Unfortunately, Harris there nearly dropping his defender, but
Bodiford up and under, good for 2 off the glass.
and that's what you want to see. If you're struggling shooting from the field, just start attacking the basket. Get in there. Nice finish with the left hand.
Boyd with the pull-up jumpy right off the back of the rim, brought down by Harris. He gets it out to Jefferson, who pulls up at the elbow. It's good for 2.
It's a great shot by Jefferson.
15,
in rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely in rhythm. He likes that jump shot. 15-14 now, just under 5 minutes left to go in this quarter. There's a drive from the London Lightning's point guard, Junior Cadogan, and another foul for Daniel Tulloch. In now for the Orangeville A's is Ryan's favorite player, Slim McGee, Gregory Sean McGee. Hard to not recognize him on the court. He's the one with the dreads down to his knees, but he usually tucks it into his jersey, I'm noticing.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where you can imagine it'll throw your weight off a little bit, especially when you play as physically as he does under the rim. You know, very long limbs, great rebounder, one of the taller guys on the team. And one thing we were talking about in the last broadcast, when he was doing so well against the Windsor Express, is just coming back into the game. When you got a guy like Justin Moss who works so well off the pick and roll, and you have a guy like Slim McGee who's able to also come in and do the exact same thing to a certain extent, that always helps, especially when you have a guy that, you know, that's what he was brought on this team for. He's one of the all-defensive players coming out of the school that he's from. I mean, just once again a real hustle and heart guy.
He's
actually
from the Missouri Southern State, where he averaged almost 12 points and almost 8 rebounds. And we talked earlier about the need for the Orangeville A's bench to step up, and Slim McGee, in my opinion, I think that's where it's going to start tonight.
And you talk about that as well in his college career. 67% field goal percentage in his senior year, led the entire conference, broke the single season blocks record.
It's those limbs.
Exactly, very long, and he knows how to move around. And on top of that, last season he was playing in Portugal for Mea Baskets. So, you know, another guy who's well traveled.
Very well traveled.
Straight out of New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yep.
Very, very cool. Slim McGee, he'll be in for this Orangeville A's team. And now another substitution in for the London Lightning. Kyle Johnson makes his way onto the floor. Johnson, one of those guys that is tough to mess with. He's a Long Island University, Brooklyn graduate. He's played pro in Greece. And you know what? He's an Olympian, Ryan. He went to the 2012 London Olympics, but he played for Great Britain. Even though he was born here in Toronto, he still has that British passport. So we have an Olympian on the floor, which is kind of cool.
Absolutely, when you think about that. Got some national team members on this London Lightning squad. That just goes back to the amount of pedigree that this team has been able to assemble this year. It's no wonder they're leading the league in scoring and assists. Very high-powered team, offensive rebounds. They're going to be tough to top this season.
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about all the CIS players that are out there right now. Another one for the London Lightning who just came on is Joel Friesen from the Alberta Golden Bears and Fraser Valley University. He played on the River Lions, the Halifax Hurricanes, and he actually represented Team Canada at the FISU Games in 2011. Delaretto. Yeah. Delaretto can't get it from three. Justin Moss slips and the ball goes right out of bounds. Junior Cadogan helps the big man up. It's going to be London Lightning ball on the baseline. We have our little helper down there sweeping up the court because it looked like Justin Moss just slipped on something.
Absolutely, Moss 0 for 3, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist tonight so far.
Not the start that you're looking for
not
if you're
at all.
an Orangeville A's fan. Big rebound there by Rico. Justin Moss now in the open court. Gets it back out to Harris, over to Delaretto. He rejects the screen, finds the open lane, can't get it to go, but a big cleanup by Slim McGee plus the foul. One more shot at the charity stripe.
Now here's an interesting combination. McGee and Moss on the floor at the same time here.
Plus Jefferson. He's a big guy as well who not necessarily likes to be back to the basket, but he still plays that 4 position.
No, I like the kind of strategy here that Coach Lazowski of the Orangeville A's is putting out there. You know, they're realizing that you got to start adding some size there, help out Justin Moss. This is the London Lightning understanding that if they can neutralize Moss and force everyone else to beat them, that the Orangeville A's are going to have a bit of a tougher time walking away with a W here. But that's what you're going to need to do when you're facing the best teams.
Friesen gets on the stats. First rebound of the game. Here he chucks one up from the top. No good. Big rebound, however, by Marvin Singleton. Friesen drives left. His teammates can't clean it up, but he gets the offensive rebound, and that's a reset of a shot
got away
block.
with one there. McGee got away trying to go for the block, leaving his man wide open.
So an offensive foul there called on, let's see. Oh, that foul is called on Marvin Singleton. Honestly, Ryan, I didn't see what happened there.
We'll just take a quick look at the replay here. It looks like there was a bit of a shove there.
A little bit of a shove on Rico.
Yep.
Harris drives. It's going to be a goaltending call. 2 points goes on the board, and the A's take the first lead of the game, 19-17, with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Well, you look at that, nearly 40 points have been scored in this quarter, and we still got 3 minutes to go. Can you tell it's going to be a high-scoring one?
I feel like when it's a London Lightning game, you're kind of in it. You know, it's got to be a high-scoring game. Here's Junior Cadogan. Eventually gets it out to Johnson. Johnson, it's nothing but net from beyond the arc.
Johnson wide open. That's why he's a pro, because he can make those shots.
Delaretto with the answer. He's saying, who's calling? Who's calling, folks? Here you go. 3 points. Takes the lead back 22-20.
There's Delaretto, shot 45% in Italy back in 2015 when he was over there from the three-point line.
Criswell with the long 2. It's good if it goes. Here's Justin Moss now. Gets it back to his point guard. He's bringing it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Comes off 2 screens. There's going to be a foul called there on Junior Cadogan.
It looks like it was a kind of two-hand shove over to get by the screen that McGee had set up. One of the advantages you have of McGee out there is that he's just so active that he's also capable of guarding the perimeter in spurts at a time.
Jefferson playing the 1. Couple fancy little moves there. Eventually gets it up to Justin Moss, who's just having not the start that Justin Moss is used to having, just cannot buy a bucket so far, Ryan.
I'd like to credit London Lightning's defense there, especially in the early going, getting real physical with Moss. And you can see now he's starting to kind of hesitate a little bit when he's going to the basket.
Kyle Johnson looked like he was blocked a little bit there by Jefferson. Harris rebounds. Harris now to Moss. Moss going against a couple guys. He's going to be charged with the offensive charging foul. Joel Friesen took that one right in the chest.
And when you're able to set your feet on one of those, you can wear it from a guy as strong as Moss. It's an easy call for the referees.
Moss isn't a guy that usually gets into foul trouble, so I mean, one foul with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go, not something that I'm super worried about moving forward in this game.
No, not at all. I mean, he's a very disciplined player. You can see it.
I mean, last game, didn't he? He had 35 points and no fouls. That's just silly.
I know, that just says it for itself.
Kyle Johnson gets it in. That one's good for Marvin Singleton. DiLoretto on the other end. Drives middle. Can't get it to fall, but he will go to the line for 2 shots. Has the opportunity now to take that lead away. It is a tie game right now, 22-22. DiLoretto very good from the line in the previous 3 games.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's a purebred shooter. He's on the team to shoot the ball. And you look at that situation there. He was looking to find the ball to Moss, but London, once again, not letting him have that pass. But it was almost a parting of the Red Sea there. No pun intended with that red paint.
But
really. But, you know, it was one of those things where he looked like he was ready to pass, and then the last second he saw the shot was wide open, and it was a little fade away, but.
Hey, whatever he did, it works. 24-22 now, just over a minute left to go in this first quarter. Frederick Edmond up top, playing the 1 right now for the London Lightning. They swing the ball. Joel Friesen drives, a little spin, Kobe fadeaway, it's good.
A little offensive move there. If you get some space to do it, it's a lost art. To be able to hit that consistently can cause problems for the defense.
Justin Moss goes up for 2. He can't get it to fall, but as Justin Moss usually does, he will go to the line now for 2 shots. And again, he's been almost perfect from the foul line so far this season.
And you see really why this London Lightning team is so quick to try and double team him is because as soon as he gets those one-on-ones, he knows he's going straight to the basket. And even with the help coming by, it was just too late of a rotation there. Ends up allowing him to get to the line. And of course, he sinks the first one. That is his bread and butter, Kelsey. This is how he's averaging, or how he got to average in the top 5 of the league last year in scoring, is by getting himself to the line consistently.
1-1, 25-24, just under a minute to go, but the clock, there we go, the clock has started. The ref got that one intact. Now here's Harris. He finds the lane with a floater down the middle. It is good, and there's a foul called under the basket. So he's saying the basket is good, and Slim McGee is going to go to the line for 2 shots.
One of the downsides of having such an active player like that. I mean, looking at that again, it's actually going to be a foul on the London Lightning player, which actually makes perfect sense because as we see in the replay here, the defender was backing right into McGee as he was trying to go up for the rebound. McGee makes good from the line on his first shot. A nice little shimmy shake before hitting that shot. It's now 29-24, 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
18 seconds now on the shot clock. Joel Friesen on the left-hand side, good off the glass. He is having an all-star night so far against the A's. 23 seconds, Harris chucks one up from the 3. Nothing but air there, and it's going to be right out of bounds. The fans screaming air ball, and now this is going to be the last possession. 19.5 seconds left to go. In this first quarter, it is a London ball, and my assumption is they will wait until the last second, Ryan, to make the shot.
No, absolutely. And once again, this is a very veteran-savvy team. A lot of guys here have a lot of basketball experience on the court. Don't expect them to...
Here's Kyle Johnson. There's going to be no shot. And the foul is going to go to Anthony Harris Going to the line now for 2 shots is Kyle Johnson with 5.2 seconds left on the clock. Jefferson is going to check back in. Oh, excuse me. Friesen's not going to go to the line. Tony Criswell is going to go to the line for 2.
Very balanced attack here from the London Lightning. We don't have a single player on the London Lightning who have more than 5 points, Kelsey.
Criswell sinks it. Justin Moss now. 2 seconds, puts it up. The reverse layup is good, and the fans go wild. 31-28 at the end of the first quarter.
It's a great finish there by Moss, running the floor. Nice nifty up and under finish, something Moss is so well known for. A move that he's really perfected almost, Kelsey.
And you can see it there, which is so cool. We'll be back right before the start of the second quarter to give you some quarter stats. For right now, make sure you enjoy this performance from the Lady A's.
Talk to you soon.
Welcome back to second quarter action. 31-28, the Orangeville A's are leading the way over the London Lightning. Ryan, give me some stats from that first quarter.
Well, leading all scores for the Orangeville A's at this point is Raleigh Jefferson with 7 points. Also leading in the rebounding department is Justin Moss with 4. We also have leading for assists. We've got Anthony Harris, who's got a couple of them. For the London Lightning, we have Ryan Anderson, who has 5 points leading the team for there. And we also have Joel Friesen, he's got 3 rebounds and also 4 points to go along with those before we kick off this second quarter. Kelsey, very back and forth battle to kick off this game. A lot of points scored, 31-28. Any predictions to see that continue for the rest of the game?
You know what? As a basketball fan, I sure hope so, because what is better than a back and forth game? Blowouts are no fun to watch. And
Never.
As I'm saying that, Royce White bodies his way in there and brings the game within 1 point.
Royce White, he's got a little bit of a chuckle on his face, looking like we'll see if he's going to be eating well tonight in the paint.
Here's Jefferson. Finds a wide open Troy Joseph down low, but he's not ready for the ball. He gets it out to Bodiford. Harris chucks a deep one from the half court, and it almost
got
goes.
it. Almost. I was about to lose my mind there for a second watching that.
Here's Cadogan now, trying to set something up for his team. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Anderson drives baseline, tries to put it up off the glass. It still hasn't touched the rim, and Royce White is there to clean it up, but he gets the technical foul, yelling at the referee.
There's, unfortunately, Rick Bodiford was the one that was caught there trying to box out Royce White. Poor switch, really, for the Orangeville A's defense on that. And once again, we're going back to what we were talking about pre-game. You can't allow this London Lightning team time and opportunity to attack the basket or to move the ball around as well as they have in this game so far.
Justin Moss is going to take the technical foul shot for the Orangeville A's. He sinks it. His foul shooting has improved so much from last season. I asked him in the post-game interview last week, I mean, how many foul shots did you shoot in that offseason? And he laughed at me. He said, too many to count.
Well, you know what? If you're the starting center on your team and you're being asked to shoot technical foul shots, you know you've made some improvements. There's Bodiford almost slipping there for a second. There's Jefferson looking like he got hit in the face as well. It's a pretty physical.
Jefferson loses the ball there, but Justin Moss cleans it up and it goes off the glass. That's the kind of finishing that we're used to seeing Justin Moss make.
Look at this.
Here's Royce White, tries to get it over to Boyd in the corner, kind of behind his head, sort of. It would have been a really cool pass, but no good.
Yeah, he threw it behind his head, expecting Boyd to cut into the basket to go finish there, but Boyd was setting up for the mid-range jumper. A little bit of the lines getting crossed there a little bit.
Harris. Over to Tipping. Tipping's back on the floor now. Still 2 fouls. Gets it over to Bodiford. Bodiford lost his dribble. 3 seconds left. Harris chucks up another one. He's been, unfortunately, the guy who has to chuck it up at the end of the shot clock. That time he falls on the right side of it, however, and add that 3 points to his stat line.
Those were 2 tough offensive possessions for the Orangeville A's, but they were able to get away with a 3-pointer on that last one.
There's Boyd underneath. Makes it look easy.
Unfortunately, Bodiford, he's been getting worked in the paint all night so far. Just keeps getting caught.
There's been a delay of game warning there. Sorry, Ryan, to interrupt you on Julian Boyd. So that's 1 for the London Lightning, a T and a warning.
Well, great patience
Here's
there by
Harris with the fake out to Tipping.
What great
Gets the
patience.
defender to bite and goes off the glass. That was beautiful.
Absolutely. Waited for the double screen to set up. Quick spin move, brushes off his own teammate, and there's an open 3, though.
Julian Boyd. It goes in and out. Those are the ones that I always say should count for like half a point, but it doesn't, unfortunately. And now Harris goes up for the that's a 2-pointer, Ryan, but he is going to go to the line for 1 more, able to make that 3-point play.
That's a tough shot off Cadogan. Cadogan just looking around going,
was that me?
Nothing I could have done. Nothing I could have done on that one. But that's something you definitely want to see
Steve
more.
Urkel. Did I do that?
Oh, my goodness.
You like that one?
It was that me?
Really?
Oh, wait, no. No, you're right. No, you're right. Sorry. Never mind.
You can't question my Family Matters references.
That's true. I never really liked that show to begin with, so.
All right, guys. At the timeout, 42-34, the Orangeville A's have pulled away a tiny bit. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in this first half. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to second quarter action. You are coming back to watch Anthony Harris take that foul shot after the long 2 and the foul. So he's there now, has the chance to get 1 more point on the board for the Orangeville A's. He sinks the foul shot. Again, that foul went to London's Junior Cadogan. Just over 9 minutes left to go. Now Ryan Anderson is going to play the point guard position now. Gets 2 screens for him, gets it over to Boyd. Now he swings it back to his longtime teammate, Williamson. Royce White doubled underneath, kicks it out to Julian Boyd. It looks like it's blocked a little bit there by Jefferson, and now the Orangeville A's going back the other way.
That's a great defensive effort there, preventing White from getting an opportunity to get a shot off there.
Moss gets White on his feet. He goes, drives right down the left-hand lane. There's going to be a foul there. The referee's talking to each other now. It's going to be a blocking foul, and Moss is going to go to the line for 2. It looks like one ref might have had a charging call and one a blocking call, and they had to discuss which one maybe came first or which was the correct call. Kind of right in front, however, of Coach Julius of the London Lightning. He's just shaking his head there.
Well, just taking a quick look at the replay here, with absolutely no bias whatsoever, I can say very confidently that Justin Moss was clearly fouled first before he got hit, before he went to the basket.
Good job, Mr. Referees. Justin Moss sinks the first foul shot. Loving his shoes today. He switches it up every night, so it's always kind of a fun surprise what shoes he's going to wear to the game.
A lot of colorful ones out there today. And there's a steal by Bodiford. It's going to stay London Lightning, though.
Just kind of tapped it out of bounds there. Orangeville A's now have a 10-point lead with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the first half.
Biggest lead of the night so far for either team.
Williamson finds a wide open Cadogan. Justin Moss goes up for the block. He's saying there was no chance I touched him there. But he is going to be called to the foul. Probably a little bit of body going up there. Cadogan's going to go to the charity stripe for 2.
Also, that's just an issue in the first place, though, of Harris. Harris gambled there, trying to go up to intercept a pass. Cadogan, as soon as he saw Harris leave him, went straight to the basket. But that goes back to one of those things there where you can't allow London to get too comfortable. So you got to kind of pick your poison with that, Kelsey. Either force the point guard to make a decision, possibly give up a cut, or let them run their offense, keep them on the perimeter, and really just hope that they go cold from the three-point line, which is what they have been so far in this game, just shooting 18%, 2 of 11 so far.
This happened in the last game too, Ryan. I don't know if you remember, but the clock just went down to 0, even when there's about 9 minutes left to go in the quarter. There we go, 8 minutes and 24 seconds left in the quarter. It comes right back up. Kind of a clock malfunction here they're going to have to try and figure out. So just kind of an inadvertent whistle. It is going to go Orangeville ball. 8 minutes, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Those things tend to happen. Well, they happen from time to time.
So Royce White is still out there matching up against Daniel Tulloch, who took out Justin Moss, who's got 4 fouls now. Tulloch going to go against Boyd here, but he steps right out of bounds. It's going to be Lightning ball.
Unfortunately, Tulloch, very, very physical player. The pride of York University, if you will. 18.7 points per game in his junior season with them. He's also, as you said, a Mississauga boy, local guy. He won ROPSA back in 2010 with Glen Forest Secondary School out there in Mississauga.
Yeah, so he's one of those guys that gets to play in front of his friends and family every day, which is it's a great thing about this league.
Oh, absolutely, especially when you have so many players that originate from the Toronto area. Any chance, and you know, it's the same deal. You know, Orangeville really is the closest city outside of maybe, you know, St. Catharines.
Yeah. Ottawa?
No, Ottawa's pretty far away. But
Windsor? London. Let's name all the teams.
There you go.
Here's
At
Royce
least in
White
this division.
up top. Goes for the little floater. That one's no good, but he is called for the foul. That foul goes to number 12. They're saying number 12. Oh, number 15. Wait. 21. I'm reading that backwards. Number 21, Daniel Tulloch.
Unfortunately, Tulloch, he's probably going to have to be, as far as fouls go, the sacrificial lamb tonight. Anytime that ball goes in there to Royce White. White's already got 8 points on the night, enough to lead the London Lightning. But a very, very good effort so far by the Orangeville A's defense to try and limit his effectiveness, because if he gets going, he's nearly impossible to stop, Kelsey.
Again, Royce White is a guy who's been in the NBA, and the only reason he's not in the NBA is not because of his skill set not matching up or not being good enough, but he's quite open actually about his mental health. He has anxiety and can't get on airplanes. So no airplanes in this league. He can bus out east, and I mean, he's going to be an all-star here if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Oh, absolutely. No question about that. If it keeps going the way it is going this season. And there's a Bodiford trying to go to the rim, unable to finish. Once again, it's that physical interior defense.
Here's White, just showing how big and how strong he is. There's another foul on Tulloch.
He went coast to coast on that one.
Yep, from Atlantic Canada all the way back here. Both divisions, he kind of crossed in that one. And now that is Tulloch's third foul. Is that what the announcer just said? His third foul. So Slim McGee is going to come back in now. They just got to have big man after big man come and cover Royce White, because he's on a mission tonight.
Absolutely, and you've got to try and, once again, limit his effectiveness, because if they're able to get that inside game going, and those three-point shots are going to become a lot more wide open, and we've already seen just how well the London Lightning can shoot the ball when they need to, and you can't afford turnovers like that right there in the corner. And that was Jefferson that gave up the ball there.
Kyle Johnson coming back the other way. There's going to be a foul. A foul there on Slim McGee, kind of getting into it with Royce White underneath. Just kind of one of those fouls that's not necessary, Ryan, because you know that Royce White is going to give fouls and foul and foul going to the basket against a lot of the big men here on the Orangeville A's.
Yeah, McGee was caught there grabbing White's arm, trying to get around him, and unfortunately, the referee saw that.
Royce White, nothing but air there. A lot of the Orangeville fans loving that one. You can hear the airball chant in the gym right now. Definitely a great atmosphere here in Orangeville at the Athlete Institute. But we are glad that you are tuning in, even though you couldn't be here. Jefferson just can't get the pass from tipping there. Here's Royce White, gets it out to Johnson. He drives back to White. White down the middle, behind the back, pass over to Criswell, but it's knocked right out of bounds. The referee says it's going to go.
You look at the ball IQ that Royce White is showing off right now. Crossing over defenders, finding inside, flicking over to his teammate there.
The thing that I see about out of bounds is here, all the guys on the London Lightning team just head backwards, assuming that they know that it was off them. You got to kind of understand that the guys know who it's off of when it goes off.
Yeah.
So they're walking back. It's obviously Orangeville ball, because the Orangeville guys are still standing there like it's theirs.
Absolutely. Tony Criswell even saying "my bad" to White as soon as it happened. So,
yeah. But again,
obvious.
referees are not perfect. And, you know, when you're down there and guys are falling towards you and the ball's coming at you, sometimes it's a hard thing to see. And that's why there's three of them out there. Joel Friesen is going to be called with a foul there. It's the fourth team foul so far in this quarter. It's going to be Orangeville ball underneath. Jamison Tipping takes it out, and they go kind of a 4 across setup. Try to get it into Slim McGee. In the hands of Jefferson now, gets it over to Tipping. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Tipping pulls up for a long 2. Fade away, it's good.
What great separation there by Tipping. Not a move we're used to seeing him make. Great shot.
White hands off to Johnson. Johnson finds some space, puts one up off the glass. That one's no good, but Friesen rebounds it quickly, gets it over to Williamson, who can't put it up. That's going to be goaltending, 2 points for the London Lightning. You know, the coaching staff of the Orangeville A's happy with that, because at least the guys are going up and playing great defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, though, one thing you do kind of want to see limited, though, is guys, you know, you don't want to see two players try and go up and deflect the same shot. Obviously, you're going to leave somebody wide open for an offensive rebound every time. And, you know, not to beat a dead horse, but this is the best offensive rebounding team in the league. You can't give them second chances, especially with a guy like Royce White guarding the center. Great
Big
block
block there by Slim McGee. They're going to call that goaltending as well. This is just a goaltending clinic here. So another 2 points. Good for the London Lightning. They don't even need to score to go up points.
Well, Kelsey, this is
That's
what
the way
happens.
to do it, right?
Really, when you have two teams, that are so about the highlights at times, you're going to see guys take chances like that. And once again, these are also still considerably young players. A lot of these guys still in their 20s, just a few years removed from college. And when you see that, you can still see that athleticism, that spring in their legs.
Here's Bodiford. He misses it, but great offensive rebound. Just tears it out of the hands of Julian Boyd. Slim McGee there to clean it up.
And that's the type of player McGee is, though. He's trying to get his team amped. He knows what he's here for.
Julian Boyd right down the middle. Catches Slim McGee there. McGee not happy that he was kind of in the way accidentally. He gets charged with another foul.
That's unfortunately another downside to it, though. If you're getting yourself that hype, you got to make sure that you're keeping yourself in check on the defensive end.
That's McGee's second foul. So now all the big man on the Orangeville A's have 2 or more fouls. Mostly, I'd say, because of Royce White being so aggressive, but this one, obviously, Julian Boyd right down the middle.
Yeah. And once again, though, it's that pick your poison. If you're going to try and be over-aggressive on the perimeter, you're going to give up the lane. You just can't allow yourself to get beat. This is a very fast, athletic London Lightning team.
And big.
Yes.
Big and strong equates to a lot of fouls on the other end. Here's Jamison Tipping. He drives left, pulls back, that same move we just saw. Can't get it to fall. Massive rebound there by Jefferson. We've talked about his limbs over and over, but you really got a chance to see what they're capable of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Williamson on the other end. Jefferson thinks it's a clean block. Not happy with that call, but Williamson will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots.
Unfortunately for Jefferson, almost every time you're going to see a one-on-one like that going to the basket on a fast break, you're almost got to be expecting the foul call unless it's absurdly clean, an absurdly obvious and clean block, and that's just not what that was. When you have when you got a player like Garrett Williamson, all 6'5" of them, able to use his body to get right into Jefferson and protect the basketball while he's going up, you know, it's an easy call for the referee almost every time, Kelsey.
I think Jefferson kind of thought that he did use those limbs, those long limbs that we continue to talk about, to kind of get over the offensive player in Williamson, but the ref saw differently.
Once that shoulder's leaned in, though, it's done.
Yeah, that's how many fouls now Ryan does he have? Ryan has the live stats here. You can get live stats too if you head over to nblcanada.ca. Go to the stats on that top menu there. Go all the way down to 2016, 2017. Scroll down to see this game, the Orangeville A's taking on the London Lightning. There's a little W kind of in double parentheses there. Click on that. You can check out the live stats that we're looking at too. I'll throw it right back over to Ryan.
It looks right now at this time, he's got just 1, actually. That's his first personal foul.
Okay, so another thing not to worry about. I know I said that about Justin Moss, but then he picked up his second real quick. Just as we're here, I'm going to say to make sure you come to next home game here at Orangeville if you can, if you're in the area. Sunday, January 15th, they're taking on the KW Titans. The Titans are new to this league, just added this year. Very exciting to kind of see a team that you've never, ever seen before. And if you are a part of the Orangeville Hawks organization, it is Hawks Night, so wear your jersey. You get in for free, and it's always kind of a fun night to have the Hawks in.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Whenever you get the young kids in here enjoying a game like this, you know, many professional sports teams do it throughout North America, bringing in the minor associations. And those kids, they get loud, they get raucous, they want to get involved, and you know, they get an opportunity to see players living right next door to them, really playing at a professional level, giving them a reason to, you know, strive towards something. And when you have a league like the NBL Canada here, it gives a lot of jobs to a lot of people, and it just builds up the game, builds up the culture even more. And when you look at the quality of players, the quality of officiating that we've had here, the organization that we've seen around here in this league now entering its 6th season, it's nothing short of incredible and fantastic, and it's good for the game, and it's good for the game of basketball here in Canada.
As we say that, it is a great game once again. 48-46, the lead has been diminished. Again, we keep saying it's kind of a back and forth game, and they are the most exciting. Here's Jefferson now, just under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Off the glass for good. Jefferson has put on his scoring cap, and he is here to play right now. He's guarding Julian Boyd on the other end. A very, very tough matchup. Here's Williamson. A big block by Slim McGee.
My goodness.
Not able to convert on the other side, however. Now here's Royce White going up. Kind of loses the ball there, and Rico De Loretto is going to be called with the foul.
That didn't look like it was much there.
A lot of people look at the ball and look at hands, as opposed to the refs kind of look at the body as well. And if his body got in the way of Royce White losing the ball to begin with, that is a call that the referees are looking at. And we as fans sometimes don't look at things because we want to see the flash.
But if you're looking at Royce White there when he was going to the basket, it really just looked like he never had full control of the ball to begin with.
And maybe a little knock by Rico in the hip. Really lost the ball there. Maybe that's what the referee saw.
Possibly. Or maybe it's a makeup call.
3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this first half. De Loretto over to Harris. Harris swings it to Tipping. He's looking inside now to Slim McGee. Can't get it to fall there. There's going to be a foul on the floor, however. I think that one's going to go to Williamson.
That's a good decision there. McGee staying aggressive in the post, trying to find the basket.
He knows that he had a mismatch there, so he was trying to get Williamson to front him and get that lob ball right over top. It's knocked away quickly, however, and now it's going to be Orangeville A's ball. Yep.
You want to talk about McGee. A lot of his emphasis is on defense, but we've seen here, even in this game, time and again, as that shot goes off. There's Jefferson with the rebound, though. McGee goes up. And once again, just as I was about to say,
around the rim.
We talk about his defensive ability, but he's shown in this game that he can put up buckets if he needs to. Very capable scorer under the rim.
There's going to be a foul up top. I think that one's going to Slim McGee up top. That's his third personal foul, Ryan. Now that is something to worry about with 3 minutes left to go. In the first half, excuse me, because you don't want to lose someone for the rest of the second half.
No,
so Justin Moss will come in if Royce White makes the second shot there, gives Slim McGee some time to cool down. I think Justin Moss only has 2.
Yeah, 2 personal fouls so far.
8 points, 2 personal fouls. He's got 5 rebounds so far in the night. Royce White sinks the foul shot, so Justin Moss will come on and give Slim McGee time to rest for just under 3 minutes.
And once again, talking about this duo of McGee and Moss, 2 players very capable of finishing under the rim, great defensive presence as well. McGee has been a big addition to this team compared to last season. They were really lacking that guy coming off the bench to fill in Moss's shoes.
2-on-1 here. Jamison Tipping goes up for the block, but Royce White has no problem going straight up. He can't get the bucket to fall, but he will go to the charity stripe for 2. Is that Jamison Tipping's 3rd foul? I'm pretty sure.
Pretty confident.
That's his 3rd personal foul. So a lot of these guys have a lot of fouls heading into that second half. It's been a very, very physical game out there.
No, of course. You're looking at, between that physicality and between the turnovers for the Orangeville A's, they could have a much bigger lead right now if they were just attempting to take care of the basketball a little bit better. This is a team that does like to run that hurry-up offense or a quick pick and roll, but London's done a superb job of defending it and never letting the lead get too big for the Orangeville A's, and it's now down to 2 once again.
Here's Moss over to Harris. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Harris over to De Loretto.
Great find there.
Harris
wide open
again with the last-minute buzzer beater. He loves those, Ryan.
And there's De Loretto showing the patience, waiting for the defender to shift over to him. There was no help there for Harris. Wide open 3, easy bucket.
Royce White tries to get his teammates involved with Julian Boyd down low. but it's going to be called a jump ball. It's going to go Orangeville's way. 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
That was a big shot there for the Orangeville A's. And once again, you need to show that patience on offense from time to time, especially when you get second opportunities like that. Nearly losing the ball.
Just cleaning up where the guys went down. Yep. I'm sure their jerseys are soaked by now with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. So the guy down there has a lot of sweat to clean up. Harris on the other end tries to set something up for this Orangeville A's team. Gets it over to Jamison Tipping. Tipping inside to Moss. He cuts. And there's going to be a off-ball foul. Oh, an offensive off-ball foul, it looks like. That one goes to Jamison Tipping. That's his 4th personal foul, Ryan.
Yeah, you look at, yep, there's Tipping there with the shoulder check to one of the London Lightning defenders as he was trying to run to his spot to create the isolation in the post there for Justin Moss. And it was actually a rather easy call for the referee to make. Some clear physical contact there as he was moving.
Here's Royce White. Hands it off to Boyd. Boyd loses it, gets it out to Williamson. Over to Joel Friesen, he puts it up. That one's no good. A big board by Jefferson. And a little spin move. He's got to score here. Justin Moss gets the ball stolen from Joel Friesen, who's having an absolutely all-star night. Williamson turns the corner, and Boyd there
just
to
some
clean
bad
up.
luck. Just some bad luck there.
Nothing much else you can do with
No,
that
not
one.
at
The
all.
ball's kind of out of control.
That's just
not in anyone's possession.
high-tempo basketball.
DiLoretto from deep, deep 3.
How ice cold you got to be to get that shot off with a hand right in your face.
And that's why he is Windsor University's all-time leading scorer, because he has that ice in his veins. Friesen looking for the answer here. Nothing but net. The crowd not quite as excited, but still getting a portion of them up right there.
Yeah, some of the London Lightning faithful are here.
Jefferson goes up. That's a blocking foul. I think that's going to go to Garrett Williamson. And now Jefferson's going to go to the line for 2 shots. 28 seconds left to go in this game, Ryan. It is a 3-point game. How exciting is it here at Athlete Institute?
Oh, absolutely. It's a very exciting game, very high-scoring game as well on top of that. And really, you don't think high-scoring when you see how, how slow and deliberate some of these sets have been for both teams offensively. But then you get those quick fast breaks there, combined with all of these foul shots. Both teams shooting very, very well from the foul line right now. That's another big reason why this is such a high-scoring game. Let's just take a quick look here. We've got London Lightning shooting 72% from the field, and we got Orangeville A's shooting 91%. So they're continuing their very good free throw shooting that they've been continuing all season for the most part. And that's really what it is. This team does well, stays in games, and usually wins when they shoot well from the free throw line. They realize that that's such an important part for them in their game.
There is about a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Williamson trying to take that last shot of the quarter, gets it out to Royce White, but that is a shot clock violation. He can't get it out of his hands soon enough. Left on the game clock is 2.9 seconds. If you are the Orangeville A's, Ryan, who are you giving it to?
Well, even just before that, Williamson, I think he was looking at the game clock before he was looking at the shot clock.
Jefferson right
Jefferson
off the back of the rim.
I would have said Jefferson anyway, though, because he's earned it so far in this game. We'll just say right now, he's got 11 points, 8 rebounds in just the first half, and 2 assists to go along with that. And get this, only 1 personal foul in a game that's been rife with personal fouls.
Anthony Harris is leading the way for the Orangeville A's. He's got 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and leading scorer for the team all together so far, Justin Moss. He's got 8 points and 5 rebounds. Leading the way on the other side for the London Lightning with 15 points again is Royce White. Royce
White only 2 personal fouls, 3 rebounds though. A rather quiet night for him when it comes to rebounding, something that he's extremely well known for. And really this London Lightning team, also another thing to talk about really quickly, ice cold from the 3-point line, 3 for 15 so far. Orangeville A's shooting 5 of 15, just getting clearer and more open shots really at this time.
Ryan, we've talked a lot about bench scoring so far in this game. Right now, pretty even. London Lightning 16, Orangeville Ace 17, and that's a big thanks to Slim McGee's 9 points.
No, absolutely, and McGee coming in, and this is his type of game. When you've got size and you've got hustle and you're facing a team like the London Lightning, you are going to usually find yourself having a very productive game.
All right, guys. We will be back in 13, 14 minutes. Enjoy the halftime. Go grab a snack, and we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Take care.
Welcome back to A's TV. Just finished halftime. It is the third quarter now. The A's are leading the way over the London Lightning, 60-55. It has been a back and forth game, Ryan. How exciting is it here at Athlete Institute?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just one highlight play after another between the Slim McGee block we had near at the end of the second quarter to a couple of putback jams. I mean, it's been, or some deep threes as well. The excitement's just been constant for this entire game.
We had a comment on our YouTube page just wanting to explain what goaltending interference is in basketball. Now, when the ball is on its downward motion toward the rim, nobody can touch that. Otherwise, if they do, if it's swiped away, that's an automatic 2 points. So I hope that clears it up for people out there watching the game. So that was 2 points there for the London Lightning. Julian Boyd puts it in, and now on the other end, Harris has the ball. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Gets it over to Moss. Blocked by Ryan Anderson, but he's going to be called with the foul. Moss to the charity stripe for 2 shots.
That's a very good call by Anderson. A very good foul, sorry, I mean to say. Able to kind of jump there on Justin Moss as he was able to slip out from behind that screen, get an easy 2. But Ryan Anderson making sure he's got to earn it at the line, Kelsey.
And Justin Moss has been earning it at the line, and that's the fun part about watching Moss this year. Last year, he had that kind of pattern to always miss that first one and make the second one. It was kind of annoying, actually, and now he's almost going 100% for the season.
Absolutely. Well, he's figuring out what his game is, and if he's realizing he's getting to the line as often as he is, and if he can make even just 8 of those 10 instead of 5 of those 10, it can mean not just the difference between his personal stats and how well he's going to look on the stat sheet, but also wins and losses for this Orangeville A's team.
Junior Kadugan for the London Lightning, a tough contested shot down there off the glass. And now here is Jefferson from beyond the 3. A little shot fake, gets it out to Rico. Rico puts one up, it's nothing but net.
And that's that consistent knockdown 3-point shooter that Rico was signed on to be. Delivering all of that and more.
Royce White steps into a 3-pointer. That one's just short. Rebounded there by DiLoretto. Here comes Harris. Full speed ahead. Finds the wide open Moss. Moss, not the finishes that we're used to seeing so far.
No, definitely not. And I think you can just accredit that to the impressive size and athleticism of that front court for the London Lightning.
Especially Royce White, who's such a huge body out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Even looking at Williamson and even Anderson there, you know, he's really a guard, but
still a big guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Rick Bodiford over to Harris. Harris swings it all the way to Jefferson. Jefferson with another little hezzy, goes up and in.
What a great way, what a great finish there, creating his own shot. Little hesitation, step in, nails the floater.
Junior Kadugan with the pull-up jumpy. That one doesn't fall. Big board there by Justin Moss.
Kadugan having a quiet night as well.
Here's Harris, loses the ball there, and it's kind of brought right out of bounds by Julian Boyd. It's going to stay with the Orangeville A's. Ryan, you were talking about Kadugan having a quiet night. Only 5 points so far, 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, this is a guy who's averaging just under 6 a game. So, I mean, he still is possibly on pace to
make it.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweat cleaned up there from these guys who are going hard. We are 2 minutes into the third quarter. Orangeville A's have the ball on the baseline. Rick Bodiford drives left right into the body of Ryan Anderson off the glass for 2 points. It is again a 10-point lead.
There's Rick Bodiford again, relying on that left-hand finish. Keep in mind, he's a righty, ladies and gentlemen, but just so good at finishing with the left hand.
Anderson chucks it up from beyond the arc. That one's no good. Rolls around the rim a little bit until it's picked up by the Orangeville A's. Here's DiLoretto. Comes off a screen from Moss. Bodiford now in the corner, gets it swiped away by Ryan Anderson. Moss is called with the foul, and it's going to be London Lightning team. It looks like the coaching staff of the Orangeville A's got a little bit of a warning there, and then Rick Bodiford, another delay of game warning. The ref saying that the assistant coaches can't be standing up, Ryan, only the head coach.
Just one of those situations there. Tempers or emotions getting the better of the coaching staff here for the Orangeville A's.
Kadugan, he drives, looks like he slipped a little bit, and that foul is going to go to number 3, Anthony Harris. Ryan, are they saying he has 4 personal fouls.
Well, we're looking at the live stats right now. It's looking like he's got 2, but
which could be his 3rd. If it's his 4th, however, that's not good for the Orangeville A's.
oh, absolutely not. I mean, he's been a guy that the A's have relied on time and again so far in this young season to put up some clutch buckets near the end. Just a very veteran-savvy presence before coming to the Orangeville A's, 6 years in the D-League. A very talented player. A lot of years in this game, Anthony Harris, and has not lost a step whatsoever.
Here's the Chicago native now getting double teamed, able to find Jefferson, but Jefferson just cannot hold on to it. We talk about those popcorn fingers, Ryan, just slips right out of them, out of bounds.
Yes, unfortunately, Jefferson just not getting up there in time. Not making the cut quick enough as well. You can see why he kind of lost that one off his fingertips.
Cadogan over to Anderson. Anderson gets the ball swung all the way to Williamson, who's looking to set something up with his big man down low. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. A long 2 is put up from Criswell. It's no good.
Yeah, that's not the kind of shot the London Lightning were hoping for there.
DiLoretto over to Bodiford for 3.
There's Bodiford now. If you're starting to see Bodiford heat up, you know it's going to be trouble. Now we've got the biggest lead of the game here for the Orangeville A's, up 11 points. And a big shot there from Rick Bodiford. He had been ice cold from the three-point line all game, Kelsey.
Abso-stinkin'-lutely, Ryan. Guys, we'll be back in just a minute. Go grab yourself a drink, grab a snack. It is going to be a game that you do not want to miss a second of. We'll be right back. We just saw a young man take home some A's gear there, a water bottle, a hat, and a t-shirt, and it can be yours if you head to Athlete Institute. January 15th is their next home game when they take on the KW Lightning. For now, 8 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The A's are leading the way 72-61. Williamson now on the wing, looking to find Anderson. Great defense there by the Orangeville A's, however. Back over to Williamson. Williamson goes up for the slam, but that one does not count. There's a foul there on one of the London Lightning's players.
A lot of off-ball fouls here tonight, Kelsey.
The refs are they're keeping their eyes out.
Absolutely. But when you have two physical teams like this, you know, the stat we forgot to mention earlier, the Orangeville A's, now the London Lightning, we've made a big deal about them being the leading offensive rebounding team in the league. You have to be a very physical team to do that. Well, guess who's number 2?
I'm going to have a quick guess here, Ryan. I'm going to say the Orangeville A's.
That is right, the Orangeville A's, number 2 in the league in offensive rebounding. So it's really no shock that you're seeing guys getting off-ball calls and fouls because of guys jockeying for position on both ends of the floor.
Big rebound there by Bodiford. Bodiford is averaging double digits in rebounding so far in the 3 games he's played. Gets it over to Jefferson underneath, who does the reverse layup off the glass, and he's going to go to the line for one more shot, make that a three-point play. Again, Ryan, the biggest lead the Orangeville A's have had so far in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, you talk about this in basketball a lot, is that third quarter, are you going to have one team take command of, let's see what we have there. We have a couple substitutions now on the court.
Royce White back in for the London Lightning along with Julian Boyd, two of their big guys down there. Probably want to get them in while Jefferson and while Justin Moss are in there, kind of stop them a little bit. Justin Moss, if you pull up the stats here, Justin Moss not having the kind of game that we're used to seeing him have, but I mean he still has 10.6 rebounds, so it's not too shabby of a game, but it is not his 27 average that he has so far in the 3 games.
Yeah, but when you add into a factor, though, how is he still one of the top scorers on his team? He's 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And anytime you see a huge stat from Justin Moss, a huge offensive night, don't be surprised if you look at his free throw line and see that he's shooting anywhere between 85 and 100%.
The Orangeville A's as a team, Ryan, are shooting almost 94% from the line tonight.
And you add in the fact that they're now still shooting 40% from the three-point line, while the London Lightning are shooting just 16%. And you kind of start to see why there's such a lead right now for the Orangeville A's. And once again, we're talking about this as a team as well. This is the number 1 team, the Orangeville A's being the number 1 team in defense, holding their opponents to under 100 points. So far, I know obviously it's early, only 3 games in, but when you're holding a team now to only 62 points so far, halfway through this third quarter, on a team that is used to putting up about 129, you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Cadogan misses that one on the reverse layup. Harris, who was charged with a foul earlier down there, drives right down the middle, can't get it to go. We get a little bit of a show there from Moss after the play, but that foul goes to number 15 on London Lightning. That's Garrett Williamson, and Harris is going to go to the line for 2 shots. 7 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 75-61, the Orangeville A's are leading the way. Garrett Williamson, that's his 3rd foul so far in this game.
Not for a lack of trying here, but the Orangeville A is really now starting to assert their game plan of getting to the line, working that inside out. They've hit a couple of really big threes.
Joel Friesen goes up off the glass with the fadeaway.
And Friesen, what a scoring magician he's been so far in this game. Just finding ways to get to the basket, and there he goes. I think he just got called for a foul as well now on top of that.
Foul there, a little bit of everything in that play for Friesen.
He's been involved with just about everything in this game.
Rick Bodiford at the line now. The Orangeville A's as a team still shooting almost 95% from the line, 18 for 19. Rick Bodiford, I must have jinxed him there, Ryan.
Bodiford, though, had his shooting woes, started off 0 for 3 in this game, but has picked it up since then.
He's got 7 points now, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Not as many rebounds as I'd like to see from someone who is averaging double digits in rebounding.
Absolutely, and it's not necessarily much to do with his size. It's just his basketball IQ. He always seems to be at the right place at the right time for those rebounds.
Julian Boyd sinks one, nothing but net from beyond the arc. Here comes Justin Moss with a little Euro step. He's going to be called with the travel, however. I think that last foot kind of dragged.
Yeah, definitely. Even Moss himself, when he saw the referee call it, was like, yeah, I think he's right.
He's like, my bad. That didn't feel right somehow.
No, but that's a big body to get across in Royce White.
Here's White now. Justin Moss going to be called with the foul there as he kind of hip checks White as he goes by.
Moss knows that he gambled there and he lost. Royce White just pulling the veteran move on and pulled the carpet out under him.
Yep, that's
Perfect
Moss's
timing.
4th foul. So Slim McGee, Gregory Sean McGee is going to come on for him. Moss is going to take his seat on the bench. It looks like Moss is saying he thought he only had 3 fouls there. That's actually his 4th.
Yep. But Moss, once again, not having his best night, but when you see how well this Orangeville A's team is playing, even with him on the bench, And you look at a guy like Gregory Sean McGee coming into this game and just being a factor every time he steps on the floor. Just a huge upgrade from this team on the bench perspective compared to last season.
Great defense there by Rick Bodiford, who's able to not let the shot get off in time to get a good shot. Jefferson on the other end cleans his own shot up but can't get it to fall. There's going to be a technical foul.
Technical foul, looks like it's going to be on
one of the Orangeville A's player. I'm not sure who that one's on, Ryan.
It almost looked like for a second there it was on the coaching staff, but I don't think that was the fact.
Kyle Johnson nails the technical foul shot, and it's going to stay in the possession of the London Lightning. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 78-67. The Orangeville A's are leading the way over the London Lightning. Here's the Alberta grad, Friesen. Gets it over to Edmond. And back over to Johnson. Johnson nails it from the corner.
That's the first three-pointer that the London Lightning have made, with the exception that, that's the first player not named Friesen to make a three-pointer for the London Lightning since the first quarter. And Friesen himself has only had one since then.
That foul goes to Royce White. Sorry, Ryan, that's a nice stat. That's actually a good thing for the London Lightning because they're going to need to start getting a little more hot from beyond the arc. That foul is going to go to Royce White. That's his third of the night.
I think you look at the style of offense that the London Lightning play, they really don't go for that three-point shot unless they have to.
Jefferson pulls up for the jumpy. That one's no good. Rolls out of the rim. A little miscommunication there with the London Lightning. Joel Friesen.
It's been that kind of game. It really has.
Joel Friesen and Kyle Johnson kind of get tied up down low. As soon as Joel Friesen kind of rolls over and sees that it's his own teammate, he kind of shakes his head. Give each other a high five and move on. That's going to stay in the possession of the Orangeville A's.
That's
5 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's all you could hope for.
DiLoretto gets it out to Harris. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Harris pulls up from Brampton.
How comfortable do you have to be to hit that shot or to pull that shot up? But Harris has been feeling it tonight, doing a little bit of everything, as he has been for most nights for the Orangeville A's. Easily the biggest pickup for this team in the offseason.
Yeah, White goes up and under. That foul is going to go to Slim McGee. That's his fourth foul, if I'm not mistaken.
That is definitely his fourth foul. And unfortunately, once again, that's what happens, though, when you allow Royce White, much like Justin Moss, if you give them the opportunity to go one-on-one with their defender, odds are almost every single time they're either going to go to the line or they're going to get a basket or they're going to be able to do both.
And Royce White can do both.
Absolutely.
We're in bonus now here at Athlete Institute. Royce White is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Slim McGee going to stay on the floor, Ryan, with 4 fouls.
Unfortunately, there's really no one else on the bench right now that can come in.
Yeah, Justin Moss has 4 himself, along with Daniel Tulloch. All the big guys right now with 4 fouls.
Troy Joseph is about to come on, and I can imagine he's coming on for McGee. He's got 0 fouls to give. So he'll be the next big man up.
Troy Joseph actually coming on for Rico DiLoretto. I would imagine 1 more foul on a big man, and we're going to see Gavin Thurman make his way onto the court for the first time.
Absolutely.
Harris over to Jefferson. Jefferson finds the open lane, goes up off the high glass. That one's no good. And now Kyle Johnson wide open on the other side with the light slam.
Johnson heard the footsteps of McGee, just realizing right now the lead's now down to 4. Just wants to get the points on the board.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Off the hands of Julian Boyd. There's a technical foul again on one of the Orangeville A's players. Oh, excuse me. That foul is that's a technical foul on a London Lightning player. So now we're even with technical fouls. That one goes to number 1, Kyle Johnson. He's kind of looking around saying, excuse me, ref, what did I do? And now Rick Bodiford's at the line, nails it, and it's going to stay in the Orangeville A's possession. Just over 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
What a game, Kelsey.
And that's all you can really say.
Honestly,
that's what we've been saying since the very beginning.
London showing just how talented they are, keeping themselves within striking distance, never getting too down on themselves, and the lead is widened for them. Orangeville doing a fantastic job just keeping themselves in front.
That was a beautiful pass there by Jefferson. Just couldn't be picked up, however, by McGee. Now it's going to go the other direction with the London Lightning. They are down 5 points with just under 4.5 minutes left to go. Kyle Johnson sees the opening, a little Euro step, but it's blocked by Jefferson. Going to stay in the hands of the London Lightning. The referees are getting together to discuss what the right call is going to be. That call is going to be overturned. Orangeville A's ball.
Yeah, and when you look at it from another angle again, it looked like it definitely went off Kyle Johnson's body before he came back down to the floor, which means, of course, that it's going to be out on him. He was in midair when the ball touched him.
Bodiford up top, finds the left-hand lane. Wide open, McGee underneath. Make McGee in double digits now for scoring for the night.
McGee there, once again, almost tripped up with the ball for a second, but
offensive foul there. That's going to be a charging foul. That one, Kyle Johnson. That's his 5th personal foul, Ryan. Only one more to give so far in this game. Just under 4 minutes left to go. Looks like Coach Julius is going to keep him in.
Now here's Harris trying to do it himself.
There's going to be
That's the call.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Joel Friesen, kind of using his body a little bit too much. It's on the floor, however, we are in bonus now, so he is going to go to the line, for 2 shots.
He had that LeBron James-ish style of sell there on the foul.
Yeah, the head back.
Don't forget the L. The yell, the hands flailing.
A little shake and bake. I know, I like it. Sometimes you need a little Oscar award-winning performances down there. You got to do what you got to do when you're on the battlefield.
Absolutely. But once again, this goes back to Harris. Once again, finding himself in the thick of things. As soon as an opposing team finds themselves within striking distance, Anthony Harris steps up for the Orangeville A's, gets himself to the line, or makes the pass that he needs to make for an easy bucket.
Here's Royce White underneath, using that big body down low to get what he wants. That basket does not count. That was put up after the call, but he is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Right now, they are down by 9, and if he makes this one, Daniel Tulloch will make his way back onto the court. Again, he has 4 fouls, so another one of those big guys. He's got to be careful covering Royce White down low.
Absolutely. I think the best strategy you could have is just continue to double team him. I mean, you can't allow him to get those one-on-ones, or else he will get to the line. It's simple as that.
Garrett Williamson will make his way onto the court as well.
That's not a FIBA rule. Well, sorry, someone tipped off the ball there. And
one more shot. He's going to get a little bit of a redo here. Royce White has been 8 for 12 from the line so far this game. Make that 9 of 13, and now Daniel Tulloch comes on for Gregory Sean McGee. Oh, 8 for 12. Harris, a little bit of a mismatch here. Ryan Anderson guarding him. Harris sees it, drives right by him, gets it into Daniel Tulloch. But that's going to be called with a travel. He can't go up and come back down. It looks like Tulloch was either looking for the foul or the jump ball, but he's called with the traveling violation. It's going to be London ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't go up with possession of the ball and then come back down and try and go back up again. He was hoping that there was enough contact or enough hands in there for a jump ball, but that wasn't the case. He had full possession the entire time, thus the traveling call.
It's going to be a foul called on Troy Joseph. A little bit too much reaching over Julian Boyd's body. And again, they are in a bonus situation, so now he has a chance to put up 2 points for this London Lightning team when it wasn't even on a shot, Ryan.
Once again, the fouls are now starting to take a toll for the Orangeville A's. London Lightning haven't been shooting the ball from the free throw line as well as the Orangeville A's, but they are still shooting just under 77% now. They've managed to get themselves to the line 29 times in this game. It's a big reason why they're still in it, because they have not been shooting well from just about every other part of the floor. 44% from the field, but those three-point shots, giving up 20 three-point shots and only making 5 of them, resulting a lot of those into turnovers for the Orangeville A's, where they've came back and made the most of it. That's a big reason why they have the 6-point lead right now, and London's been trailing for most of this game.
Speaking of the A's, Rick Bodiford is going to take a seat on the bench. Rico DiLoretto back on the court for this Orangeville team. He's double teamed now up top, falls to the ground. It's stolen there by Anderson. Up to White for the jam.
And you can't let DiLoretto be caught up there. He's a shooter first, dribbler second, believe that.
DiLoretto finds the open lane on the left-hand side. Huge block by Julian Boyd, right out of bounds, but it is going to stay in the possession of the Orangeville A's. 3 seconds now on the shot clock, Ryan, because that did not touch the rim.
Now Julian Boyd, I mean, what a great athletic move there. DiLoretto found some daylight, thought he had an easy layup, and then, boy, just out of nowhere, sent that spiking against the brick wall here.
Jefferson goes up. That's a foul on Ryan Anderson. Anderson not happy with that call, but it's a great save by Jefferson with only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. In for the London Lightning for the first time is number 14, Troy Gottselig. He is in for Royce White. I'm assuming for the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this quarter, Ryan.
Absolutely, and as you can see now, game slowing down just a little bit with both teams in bonus.
Games are either won or lost on the foul line, and my coaches growing up always said that, repeated it. I heard it about 1 million times in my life, but this game really proves that this is the definition of you win and you lose on the foul line. Especially
when you consider the fact that now the Orangeville A's have made as many free throws as the London Lightning, but they've been to the line 6 fewer times, excuse me.
There you go, and that's the 4-point lead right there that they have. Tulloch.
No call there.
A lot of body contact, but it looks like it could all be legal. Jefferson in the corner. Swings it. DiLoretto goes right down the middle with the floater. It rims out, and Friesen comes down with that one. Anderson now in the corner.
It looks like DiLoretto just got caught with his foot out of bounds there. Also, just
the whole London Lightning bench gets up, kind of laughing now because the ref saw it. It's going to be London Lightning ball.
Right in front of the hardcore London fans, too. They were jumping and screaming about it as well.
Great seconds.
Deflection.
Yeah, great deflection. Great steal there by Tulloch. The Orangeville A's want to capitalize on this one, but it's big blocks by the London Lightning. Rick Bodiford saves it, comes down with it. There's going to be a foul charged to number 32, Joel Friesen. That's his 4th personal foul, kind of a loose ball foul there. Rick Bodiford is going to go to the line for 2. I don't know if Bodiford was just kind of sliding or if the ref says he kind of got undercut there, Ryan.
He did get undercut just a little bit there, but really, you know, you look at that play over again as I just have, and it's, you know, that's the kind of call that really could have went either way. They could have either said play on, or it could have been the call that you just saw. Because there was definitely some contact on Bodiford. Contact had a factor in him falling, let's put it that way.
Capitalize it, make it a 6-point lead now with just under 1.5 minutes left to go in this quarter. Anderson bringing it up off a screen from Julian Boyd, looks to turn the corner, but great defense there by Jefferson. Julian Boyd finds himself wide open underneath, and Jefferson's going to be called for that foul. That's a light call, Ryan.
I was going to say, that didn't look, I think, you know, sometimes you see with the referees, they've called so many fouls now in this game that it's just looking like any piece of contact is going to be a foul here. I could see from that referee's angle why he thought that, because Jefferson's hand was down low as Boyd was going up to the basket, but it looked like Jefferson was going up with his hand and there was really no contact.
And that's what basketball players call touch fouls.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't impede his shot at all.
Nope.
He got it to go in, so now it's a three-point play, and that makes it a three-point game, 87-84. A minute 12 left in the third quarter. Jefferson up top over to Rico. Rico over to Bodiford. Bodiford going to come off a screen from Tulloch. A little bit of a shimmy shake, crossover goes off the glass, and there's the answer, and one by the veteran Orangeville A.
And that's it. We're seeing and one after and one here in this third quarter.
We're used to seeing Rick Bodiford have and ones, but we're used to seeing it beyond the arc. He's had 3 or 4 4-point plays so far this season. We'll chalk this one up to another and one for him.
And you know, another funny thing about Rick Bodiford is when you see the way that he shoots the ball, and even when he's not making his shots, it's usually because it's long. So when you add in the fact of him trying to fade away with those shots and him getting hit, it ends up going in every single time.
It ends up being a perfect shot for him.
Yeah, and even there you see him missing that free throw. It's a long shot. Every single time he shoots that ball. Really, maybe.
Don't do that at home, kids. No fadeaway foul shots. We're under a minute now here at Athlete Institute in this third quarter. 58 seconds left to go. It is a 5-point game. Here's Ryan Anderson playing the one for the London Lightning. Going to come off a screen. And a slip from Julian Boyd. There's another foul on Troy Joseph.
It's almost getting to a point now where Kelsey, you're just expecting the calls. But kudos to both teams recognizing the refs have got a really loose whistle today. Or sorry, a very tight whistle, if you will. And because of that, both teams taking advantage, just attacking to the hoop every single time.
Looking at the stats right now, London Lightning has committed 27 fouls, and the Orangeville A's, again, 27 fouls. So almost 60 fouls so far in this game, Ryan.
Once again, for the last 4 possessions, we've seen it whistle, whistle, whistle. Not the most exciting brand of basketball, but it's still a very close game nonetheless. There's an almost put. There's actually looked like it was a shove right there as well on Anderson.
There is a lot of fouls, but that's what you get when two very aggressive teams go head to head, and that's, I think, what we're seeing here tonight. Here's Bodiford finding the lane. Big block by Julian Boyd. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Rick Bodiford can't get that one to fall, but it is going to stay with the Orangeville A's. They've got 7 seconds to put something up.
There's Bodiford. Really, he had nowhere to go there. He had to go up with that. Every other passing lane was covered, and now there's,
Jefferson
unfortunately,
gets caught with his toes out of bounds. It's going to go the other way to the London Lightning. They get a shot reset, 24 seconds on the shot clock.
There's Jefferson caught the ball off balance there and simply just slipped out of bounds.
Edmond to Anderson. About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They're going to want to take a last-second shot here to limit the possession of the Orangeville A's. Here's Williamson.
That looks like a travel,
Edmond,
yeah, definitely
he's going to be called with a traveling violation. A little shimmy too much. And now Anthony Harris going to make his way back onto the court.
Edmond there had the ball and did a little hop, and while he hopped, he forgot to dribble. Did the hop, then the power dribble.
6.9 seconds on the clock. DiLoretto pulls up from a deep three. That one's not good, off the backboard. Jefferson puts another one up, and it rims out. I would have loved that for Jefferson, falling on the floor from his butt. That one's no good, but at the end of 3 quarters, 89-86, the Orangeville A's lead the way over the London Lightning.
And Jefferson, I mean, so close to being on part of the plays of the week there, Kelsey.
All right, guys, last quarter break. We will see you in just a minute. All right, welcome to fourth quarter action here on A's TV. We're going to start the last quarter the way we started the first quarter. Our grade 11 friend, the future commentator of the Orangeville A's. We have Riley Bryce here. He's going to take the first couple seconds here, first couple possessions, excuse me, with the Orangeville A's color commentator. I'm going to join him here. I'm going to take Ryan's shoes with a little bit of color, and Riley here is going to go play-by-play.
Here's Harris with the ball, bringing up the floor at the start of the fourth quarter. Passes it off to Jefferson in the corner, corner three. It's good.
Jefferson has had a crazy night so far. Again, he scored 28 points last game, and now he is back up to 18 points for this game.
Looks like it's a technical foul on Tulloch.
Tulloch, the York University graduate, got that technical foul. After that one, he missed 2014 again. We talked about that due to injury, but he was there last season where he averaged 6.7 points and 4.3 rebounds. He's getting great minutes tonight with the A's.
It's always great to see someone work their way back from injury.
Absolutely. Especially such a great Canadian. We love seeing Canadians here out in the NBL.
Here's Edmund with the ball at the top. Waiting for a screen from Boyd. He takes to the hoop. Acrobatic finish. He just misses it, but it's a foul.
That foul is going to go to Rick Bodiford. It's only his third personal foul, however, in this game. So in a game where everyone's got 4 or 5 fouls with 11 minutes left, I'd say that's nothing to worry about right now, Riley.
Yeah. It is a game with a lot of fouls. The refs aren't letting anything go, especially lip. Been a lot of technicals in this game.
Way more technicals than we usually see in games. Some of the technicals, I'm not even sure what happened. They just come so quickly.
Yeah.
Edmund at the line now for the London Lightning. He zeroes across the stat line right now, and it's going to stay that way as he misses the second foul shot.
Here's Harris bringing up the ball on the right side of the floor. Covered hard by Edmund. Here's Jefferson going left. Hands it off to Harris. Some nice moves. Takes to the middle. Looks like it's going to be a travel.
Too bad for Harris there. You can tell he's just going shimmy and shake, trying to get his defender off of him, but it just does not fly.
Here's Edmund with the ball. Dishes off to Boyd. Boyd posting up. They pass to White. What a big body. Just misses the layup. Tulloch saves it, and here comes Rico with the ball. Pushing up the floor. Oh, nice move. Mid-range jumper, it's good.
Nice little jumpy there from the Windsor University native, and on the other end, a huge jam by Boyd.
Oh, Rico with the ball. Shoots the three. Oh, just misses. Here's Williamson with the ball on the right wing. Passes it to the top. Over to Edmund with the ball. Setting up a play. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Attacks middle. Dishes off to White, and White with the and one.
White's going to go to the line now. He's got 21 of the night, just 4 rebounds, 3 personal fouls of his own, however. 9 for 13 from the line, Riley.
It's great. It's great for him, not great for Orangeville.
In for the Orangeville A's now, Jamison Tipping and Justin Moss with just 4 fouls each for themselves. So they've got to be careful out there, especially going against guys who are so physical and with refs that are not letting anything go.
As White hits the free throw and converts on the M1. Here's Harris bringing up the ball. 2-point game. It's gotten a lot closer since the end of the half. It could go any way at this moment.
How exciting is that?
It's great. It's been a little sloppy, but it's still fun to watch. There's a travel on Moss.
Moss, we don't usually see him that far out. He was at the three-point line there. He's usually a mid-range kind of guy. Must have gotten a little bit flustered and took a quick step before he got that dribble down. It's going to be a London Lightning ball right in front of the Orangeville A's bench. Just over 10 minutes left to go in this game.
Here's Edmund with the ball, bringing up slowly. Goes right with a nice move, kicks it out to Williamson. Just misses the three. Jameson with the rebounds. Just off to Harris. He's pushing the ball up the floor. Looking to attack. Dishes off to Tipping. Just short. Here's Edmund pushing.
Tipping had the hot hand in that first half. However, starting this one, he's a little bit cold because he's been sitting for almost 2 quarters now. You know who's not cold, though?
Anderson. What a shot. All the way from London. Boyd with the breakaway. Slam! What a turn of events. London up 3 now. Here's Harris with the ball, bringing up slowly. Trying to calm his team down. Attacks the hoop. What an acrobatic move and an acrobatic finish.
Love that, and that's the great thing about Harris. He is so creative when he's at the glass finishing.
Here's White with the ball. He's had a hot night. Let's see if he can continue that. Attacks Moss middle, around the back pass. Edmund fumbles it, going baseline, makes the layup.
99-96, the London Lightning leading the way over the Orangeville A's now. Just over 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, left in the game.
Here's Harris, shoots the three, bang, tie game. Here's Anderson, he pulls up, tries to match, but it doesn't go. Here's Moss with the ball, passes it to Bodyford. He dishes it off to, tipped.
Riley, you did an absolutely great job. We are so excited to see more of you, and the better you get, the more airtime you get, buddy. Great job.
He got the best part of the game.
We got to announce the comeback of the London Lightning. Ryan, welcome back. It is a tie game, not the game that you left at the quarter.
Oh, clearly not. My goodness, what a back and forth battle this has been, with a number of huge threes, some thunderous dunks, costly turnovers. What more could you ask for right now, Kelsey?
Put that on Riley's demo tape for a job at TSN later.
No kidding, really.
Justin Moss up and under, can't get it to fall. Huge rebound by White.
There's a nice sell by White.
There's a foul there on Justin Moss. That's going to be his 5th foul. The coaching staff not happy about that. I think they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, definitely. And the only reason I say a sell for White there was, as soon as he saw the contact, he had the presence of mind to kind of shift his head back and just really embellish the contact there. It was a great
little whiplash hit.
Yeah, absolutely. No. That's the sort of stuff that you have to do in a game like this when it's this close. Every little foul, every little shot, foul shot, whatever it is, it counts. So kudos to him on that one.
All right, guys, the Lady A's are back at it. Watch this performance, and we'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to fourth quarter action. It doesn't get much more exciting than this. It is a tie game, 99-99, 8 minutes left to go in the game. Ryan, this is a game that nobody is going to want to miss 1 second of.
No, absolutely not. And really, I think this is just going to come down to who's making their free throws, not to sound too cliche about it.
You live and you die at the foul line. There's Friesen there, misses the long bomb, but that foul is going to go to a London Lightning player. That goes to Royce White. That's his 4th personal foul in this game. Only took 10 seconds off of the clock on that possession.
Yeah, but another personal foul to him is a big help to the Orangeville A's. And you look at both of these teams, their deficiencies are pretty clear. The A's, they've been turning over the ball 9 more times than the London Lightning. And there's tipping with a big 3 there.
I said it from the beginning. He's got those ice-cold Kobe's on for the first time in this game, and he is feeling it in his veins from beyond the arc tonight.
Absolutely, and the entire London Lightning team, though, as Edmund now letting his presence know going to the basket.
A little bit too
struggling.
easy there for Edmund.
Yep, they've been struggling from behind the three-point line. So those have been the 2 big deficiencies for each team, and it's pretty much evened out to this close game and close finish that I'm sure that we're going to have.
Jefferson now on the wing. A turnover there for the Orangeville A's.
That's their 26th on the night, Kelsey.
London Lightning sitting at 16 turnovers, 10 turnover difference between the two teams, and that could be the difference in the game.
Well, great defense there by Jefferson. He knew right away that Boyd was going to go up with that shot. And the shooting woes continue for the London Lightning. Because really, Kelsey, when you see them taking shots like that and giving up a rebound, especially a quick shot early into the into the 24-second shot clock, it really almost can be its own turnover in itself.
It's a wasted possession, that's for sure. And now here comes White. He's going to go with a full steam ahead. That foul is going to go to Jefferson.
Unfortunately,
Jefferson, I think that might be his 6th and ejecting foul.
And if it is, here's an interesting thing there. It's the Orangeville A's.
Oh. They said it's only his 4th foul. Only his 4th foul.
It looks like it is.
He's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, I think we.
I was looking one person
Slim
ahead
McGee's,
of him.
yeah. Slim McGee's sitting at 5, so I think
he's
that was where
actually surrounded by 5. Slim McGee and Daniel Tulloch, if you're looking at the live stats online. My mistake, folks. He's got 4 fouls, and now Royce White at the line. Nails the foul shot, ties the game, 102-102.
And White, don't be surprised if you start seeing him bring up the ball a little bit more consistently, because the Orangeville A's know they're either going to have to foul him, maybe have to make that decision a little bit sooner, though, so that he's not getting an opportunity to put the shot off.
Jefferson tries to get it over to Moss there off the foot of a London Lightning player. That means a shot clock reset. That is a good thing for the Orangeville A's. It was ticking down to about 5 seconds. It's 14 seconds now on the shot clock. The referee has stopped the game for a quick second to have the volunteer here going to wipe up a little bit of sweat at half court.
And Kelsey, how about you just tell the folks at home why exactly it gets reset to 14 instead of 24?
It gets reset to 14 and 24. We are playing kind of half FIBA rules now. It's going to be reset to 14 because it isn't a full possession. They don't get that big of an advantage, but they do get an advantage where if anything happens kind of on purpose, like a foul or a kickball, something like that, they get a little bit of advantage to have a little bit of time back.
There's a nice finish up and under on Jefferson. Rocking the Richard Jefferson number 24. Doing that number well right now.
I love it. Edmund in the key, dishes it out to Williamson, back to Edmund. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Full possession here.
A little Euro step and floater off the glass. I love it on the left-hand side.
Edmund, really almost no playing time whatsoever before he got into this 4th quarter, and now he's one of the biggest factors for the London Lightning.
Moss goes by 4 London Lightning players, goes up on the right-hand side, can't get it to fall. It kind of rims out there, but he does go to the charity stripe for 2.
And there's Justin Moss, all 6'10" of him, 240 pounds, a big guy. but such soft hands. Great ability to get himself to the basket, as he just displayed right there. Very unique player, if you will. Really, the only thing he doesn't have at this point right now is a three-point shot.
Let's not count him out from the three-point line quite yet.
Yeah, give him a few years. Really, he's still a young guy too. On top of that, this would be his, I believe his senior year as a college player. If he was still at the University of Buffalo.
Yep, he was the 2015 MAC Player of the Year, actually.
So yeah,
2014-15 season.
Yeah, so most guys his age
He's
are still in the
baby.
NCAA. Yeah,
absolutely. Rick Bodiford goes up and under, down the left-hand side of the court, right down the baseline. Can't get it to fall. Once again, charity stripe, 2 shots.
Bodiford, another returning player. Just really him, Justin Moss, and Jamison Tipping, the only 3 returning players on this team from last year. Very disappointing season, unfortunately. Only putting together about 4 wins in the regular season. But you look at this team now, and you look at how they've been able to turn it around early in this year. It's been a very, very impressive roster, well put together by management. They saw the problems that needed to be fixed, and we've now got a very competitive team here in Orangeville.
And the good thing is they were able to keep some of their key players.
Absolutely.
Guys like Bodiford,
and
Moss,
these are all
Tipping.
character guys here, right here, that are still here. I mean, Rick Bodiford and Justin Moss, they didn't want to be anywhere else but in Orangeville.
And of course, Tipping, the Orangeville native. Nowhere
Yes,
else
absolutely.
would he want to be, or no other fans he would want to play for, so he's back again. Here he is now from beyond the 3. That one's no good. He called it before he even let it go, but Bodiford there to clean it up for
There's
2.
that hustle and heart of Bodiford. That's how he gets his points. That hard work on every single possession.
White looking to back down Moss. Gets it into Julian Boyd. Rick Bodiford going to be called with the foul on that one. That is, his 4th foul.
Julian Boyd and Royce White. You're looking at the other side of this team for the London Lightning. How incredibly impressive those 2 big men have been for the Lightning so far this season. And tonight, of course, has been no different. Boyd with 26 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, only 2 personal fouls. He's now make that 27 and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Even putting up, draining a 3-pointer earlier in this game.
A little bit of everything.
Absolutely. Forcing turnovers, fast break dunks.
Plus, he's got cool shoes.
Very cool shoes.
So he gets extra points for that, too, in
Really?
the Kelsey Bucks.
Yeah, that actually looks like something you would wear. They're very,
I wore
they're very
pink
flashy.
shoes. I wore pink shoes for 3 out of my 5 years in the CIS.
Yeah, they're very flashy color right there.
They looked good with my Western uniform, purple and pink. The ultimate girls uniform, right?
Well said.
Here's Harris. Turns the corner, goes up with the floater. Too short, however. There's Julian Boyd with their board. London leading the way right now by 1. Big steal by Jefferson. He's going the other way. Gets it over to Harris. Harris lays it in for 2.
What a pass by Jefferson there, getting mauled by 2 different London Lightning defenders. Having the court vision to find Harris streaking down the right side, cutting in for the basket. Perfect pass. And Harris, full speed. Nice finish at the rim.
Boyd chucks one up from beyond the arc. It's nothing but net.
And Boyd, you can't give him that much time to get set and take those shots. He's only been missing those shots when there's been pressure on him. And Rick Bodiford, maybe fatigue setting in a little bit, just said, I dare you to shoot it almost.
Jefferson looking for the answer here. He gets the answer, plus a voicemail, Ryan. He's going to go to the line for 1 more, make it a 4-point play. They take the lead, 112-111.
What a shot there by Jefferson. I mean, back and forth, Kelsey. What a game.
That foul goes to Julian Boyd. That's his 3rd of the game. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Like I said, the Orangeville A's just took the lead back from the London Lightning, 112-111. And now Jefferson able to make it a little bit more of a lead heading into the 3-minute mark.
Just under the 3 minutes to go now.
113, 111. Ryan Anderson brings it up for the London Lightning. Off a screen from White. He's looking to turn the corner, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd wants it into White. White triple teamed now by the Orangeville A's.
That's what you got to do.
Looks to take it himself. No good, and he's gonna get the foul call, Ryan.
And that's the thing, though. He was able to get enough pivot steps off there, create enough space for himself, realizing at that point either I'm going up and getting fouled or I'm getting a bucket. And unfortunately, the Orangeville A's have really just had no response for him so far in this game. Give him 27 on the night, 28 if he can make this one. 6 rebounds, 4 assists on top of that.
I would say that the Orangeville A's have had a response to him, but they've had to use every single one of their big guys, and every single one of those big guys have gotten 3 or 4 fouls against White.
Absolutely, just
so
White by himself.
Answer.
Yeah, just White by
just
himself.
Just takes a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got 17 trips to the line now, and really, if it wasn't for the fact that he's having a little bit of difficulty today from the free throw line, London would easily be in the lead right now, or at least have a possession worth of a lead.
There you go. Again, he misses both foul shots. That's going to go in the direction of the Orangeville A's, knocked out of bounds.
And it's, Orangeville A's fans will know well that this was a lot like what Justin Moss was doing last year, constantly getting to the line and miss one, make one, miss one, make one, ends up finishing the night with 60% from the line. But what a difference a little bit of practice on the free throws can make, Kelsey.
And we see that with Justin Moss again in the offseason. He said he had way too much foul shot practice, and it shows. So there's Harris knocking one down in the face of the former NBA player. That must feel good.
Oh, absolutely, especially from a guy who spent 6 years in the D-League.
Ryan Anderson looks to answer like these guys have been doing all night. That one, nobody picks up, and now we are under 2 minutes, and the Orangeville A's lead by 5 points. Justin Moss going to make his way back onto the court. The next chance he has. Here's Rick Bodiford. Ball swiped away.
That's the second time now where Anderson's been able to take the ball away from Bodiford as he's tried to make that move. Hopefully Bodiford makes a mental note of that next time those two match up. And Anderson definitely getting called for a kick ball there as he was trying to pick up possession.
It's an easy call, especially when you're wearing really bright highlighter orange shoes. Can't be hiding those or camouflaging them with the floor at all. So he's going to be called with the kick ball. It's going to be Orangeville ball.
Maybe he thought he was going to camouflage them with the basketball.
Oh, see, now you're thinking, Ryan. Way to think outside of the box on that one.
Unfortunately, the NBL ball is more like a dark red than it is an orange, really, to be honest.
We'll have to let Anderson know that for next game. He'll come wearing dark red shoes.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty confident now that he's seen the ball, he'll
switch
know.
it up, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Jamison Tipping takes it out for the Orangeville A's. Harris being double teamed, easily gets it in the backcourt. He's coming back now. Finds Justin Moss. Moss, it bounces off of his face, it looks like, and it's swiped away by Ryan Anderson. Does that foul go to Justin Moss?
It looks like it is. Much to the dismay of some younger fans behind the scorer's table there. There's a whole group of them up there.
So Moss, that's his 6th and ejecting personal foul within 3 seconds of getting on the court, Ryan.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to even see the replay. I don't know really where the foul was there, but referee made the call. Got to respect it. And now the
Moss,
London Lightning.
One of the guys that usually fouls out on this Orangeville A's team. He's not used to getting that many fouls. It's just been such a physical game. He's had quite the defensive, matchup underneath, guarding Royce White the whole time. I mean, Royce White played in the D-League. He played in the NBA with the Houston Rockets and the Sacramento Kings. He was Big 12 first team All-Star, Big 12 All-Rookie first team, Big 12 Newcomer of the Year. The list goes on and on and on, and he hasn't let up.
No, absolutely not at all. And now London within a possession, but once again, another tough shot going off there. And London, their three-point shot, I mean, Orangeville's done just such a fantastic job of guarding the perimeter in this game. It's the reason they're ahead right now.
Bodiford finds the mismatch there. He knows he's faster than White. Drives right by him, gets the foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2. That's 5 fouls now on White. 1 more and he is out, but there is only 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the game.
Once again, it's still 1 possession. Orangeville cannot rest on their laurels here. They need a bucket to try and put this one away with a minute to go.
It would be nice to head into the 1 minute mark with 2 possessions under your belt. 5 seconds now on the shot clock though. Harris goes up with a floater. That one's no good. Huge rebound by Boyd.
You see there was a streaking player underneath Harris. He might have been better off with a pass there, but unfortunately, you got to live and die. He's been feeling it all day, so coach will let him take that shot every time.
A missed 3 there by Kyle Johnson. That's a big 3 missed, and that would have been a huge 3 made, Ryan.
Absolutely. Once again, the shooting woes continue for the London Lightning. This is a team that came into this game shooting 46% on the season, and tonight they have shot below 30%.
Jefferson drives left off the glass.
And that could do it.
2 possession game, and there is only time for 1 possession, Ryan. If you are the London Lightning coaching staff, Coach Kyle Julius, what are you doing?
Well, you've basically committed to taking those quick 3-point shots in the last 2 minutes of this game. You can't really change that now. You got to live and die by it. Hopefully you get hot, get a guy that's set and ready to take the shot, even if it's going to be a couple of feet from behind the 3-point line, because you know Orangeville's going to be all over it and they're going to be expecting it. Or if you can't do that, try and throw it inside to Boyd, who can go up and under for an and 1. Unfortunately, now that you don't have Royce White, you're really out of options. You really kind of have to just go for that 3-point shot, Kelsey.
And then are you fouling on the other end?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
You
You have no choice. You have to.
A team that's shooting 82.3% from the foul line, Ryan, who are you going to foul?
Really, at this point, it doesn't really matter who you put. I would actually even say Rick Bodiford at this point. He's 4 for 8 from the line tonight. Only player on the team that isn't shooting 80%. So really, yeah, Rick Bodiford would be the one you'd want to foul. Although he's had a clutch factor about him in his 2 years here in Orangeville that really hasn't been matched.
Buzzer beater 3s last year to win 2 games. He had a he had a buzzer beater foul where he went to the line with no time on the clock and nailed them, won the game. He's one of those guys that definitely is a clutch player for the Orangeville A's.
No doubt about it.
It is London Lightning ball right now. Julian Boyd brings it out of bounds.
Foul Troy Joseph.
Troy Joseph,
just because he hasn't had enough looks at the rim
cold
yet.
Julian Boyd taking it out for this London Lightning team. They've set up in a 2-1-1 formation. Looking to get Kyle Johnson over to Ryan Anderson. Anderson, one of the best shooters on the team now. 18 seconds, chucks one up from beyond the 3, and that could be it, folks. Joel Friesen fouls Rick Bodiford. You called it. Bodiford are going to go to the charity stripe for 2.
There's Bodiford, 4 of 8 from the line today. But I think at this point, even if he misses both of these free throws, you have to, the London Lightning have to still find a way to get off 2 possessions worth of shots in 13 seconds against an Orangeville A's team that you know is not going to be looking to foul. Almost borderline giving them that first bucket, you can imagine. But now that he's made that one, now it's looking like it's still a 2-possession game. But 2
big 3s in 13.7 seconds, assuming that the Orangeville A's either turn it over or they miss both their foul shots.
And now both are in. It's now 120 to 113. I mean, this one's just about done. Yeah, that'll do it.
Another foul here, 7.6 seconds. Rick Bodiford looking at the fans saying, get up, give me some noise. We won this game. Jefferson is at the line for 2 shots. Again, it's 118-113 with 7.6 seconds left to go in the game. We always do a player of the game, Ryan. Who would be your pick for this game?
I think right now at this point, it's almost a coin flip between Anthony Harris and Raleigh Jefferson, but I'm going to go with Raleigh. 15 rebounds, 5 assists, managed to keep himself out of foul trouble. Big reason why the Orangeville A's were able to hold on to this lead. If you can have an offensive night like that and also be so disciplined on defense in a game that had almost over 70 foul calls, then you've done extremely well for yourself. And he really should be able to take that home with some pride right now.
He's going to end the night with 30 points.
He gets 30.
6 seconds. The Orangeville A's not looking to foul. They're going to let Edmond try and score that last one, and that's going to be game, folks. 121 to 113. The Orangeville A's take out the victory. They are 3-1 so far in this game, only losing that one game by 1 point to the Windsor Express.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic start to the season for the Orangeville A's at 3-1. A huge statement win against the London Lightning, who are a team that have been so gifted offensively going into this season, and this is just the second time where the London Lightning, out of their 4 games, have been held below 120 points. Very high-scoring game as we expected. A very defensively minded game almost in a sense with the amount of work that's been put there, but really a fantastic all-around team effort by the Orangeville A's. Kelsey.
We're going to let Jamison Tipping give you a quick message to all the fans. All right, Ryan, in just a few seconds, we're going to have player of the game, Raleigh Jefferson. You called it. We talked to him in the pregame. We're going to talk to him again now in the postgame. I want to know all the good stuff that he did today, how that came, and he's made quite an immediate impact on this team. He's coming up now after a 30-point performance in this game tonight. Just hold on 1 second. He'll be right here. All right, Raleigh, you're new to this one. We're looking at that camera up there. You had a wonderful game tonight. 30 points, 15 rebounds. What happened to you out there to get that 30-piece for your team?
I just was trying to do whatever to get the win. That's all. What camera am I looking at again?
Just over there, right under the jerseys. He's new here, folks.
Sorry.
First time with the Orangeville A's. It's your first player of the game. How does it feel?
I felt pretty good, especially since we got the win. So I'm appreciative.
He's still out of breath right now. So you guys took that one, 121-113. That moves your record to 3-1. How does that feel? What's the buzz right now in the locker room?
We got pretty good vibes. We came into the new year just anticipating getting wins and just improving on what we did in our first 3 games.
We talked pre-game about the main keys that you guys were going to need to focus in on to get this victory over a very talented London Lightning team. How do you feel that you guys did that?
I think we did pretty well. We played hard. Like I said before, we had to play hard. And the fans came out and gave us energy. They were pretty loud, and they helped us out and get this win.
So it was a very physical game out there. The refs were not letting a lot of stuff go. A lot of your players had 4, 5, 6 fouls. You, on the other hand, tried to stay out of foul trouble. How did you do that?
Just play smart defense. Kept my hands out of the cookie jar.
And now you had 30 points. 29 points were brought by Anthony Harris. So you two together, almost 60 points. What's the importance of having a point guard who's able to score 29 points?
It's very important because he's a threat to score, get a bucket, and he's actually out there running the team very well. So it's very, very great to have him out there.
All right, it's been great talking to you twice today. Congratulations on your player of the game. And for everybody at home, make sure you tune in next Sunday. KW Titans, you guys are taking them on, looking to get another win under your belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go celebrate with your team.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right, guys, you heard it. Make sure you tune in next week on Sunday. The Orangeville A's are taking on the KW Titans. They are 3-1 right now, looking to go 4-1 soon enough. Ryan, you gonna be there?
Oh, absolutely.
Hawks night?
Of course. We're looking forward to seeing the whole community coming out, and just looking forward for nothing more than just seeing this amazingly assembled team. What a start to the season. All the more we could ask for. nothing more than we can ask for than a big victory today. Once again, a statement win against one of the top franchises in the league, a team that a lot of people thought was most likely going to be was going to give Orangeville a run for their money, and that they certainly did. But the best result that we could have hoped for right here in Orangeville is they get the victory.
All right, guys, 121-113. The Orangeville A's took it over the London Lightning again. Their record now moving to 3-1. Excuse me. Make sure you tune in. I keep saying this, but I want to see you here. Make sure you tune in next Sunday, January 15th, when they take on the Kitchener-Waterloo Titans. I'm Kelsey Wright. Ryan Greco, it's been so fun calling the game for you tonight.
Thank you for joining us, and have yourselves a fantastic night. We'll see you next time.